watched this one content creator. I don't know if people even know who it is. His name is DJ Ghost, right? He's been doing content for a long time. But it's reaction videos and stuff like that, right? He said something that I've been thinking that I don't really speak on. He said, I quote, "I don't think vlogging channels should be based off the bike." You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be based on the bike. It should be based on content. You know what I'm saying? You want people. This is what you want. Okay. Now I'm not a big time content creator, right? I don't make content and have millions of views and shit like that, right? Most views I've ever got on the short was like, let's say over 20 mil. Over 20 mil, man. And I didn't really know that I was going to get that type of reaction on a video. I just thought it was funny. And it just so happened people fucked with it. You know what I'm saying? The thing is, when I did it, I was just thinking that it was just funny, and I'll put this up and we'll go by that. We just go with that. Whatever it is, whatever happens, happens. I'm going to the next one. I'm not even pay attention to it. It just started taking off. What people do with long form content, what I tend to do is I look at it as something that you got to carry all the way through from beginning to the end. It's like a story that I'm trying to perfect. I'm trying to get that back in, get that mode where I can get straight to what I need to be talking about, be interested about it, and get to the point. It's hard to do when you got so many different things going on, meaning there's a funeral going by, you what's going on with that, cars are zooming by you, you're looking out for people that cut you off, stuff like that. A lot of times you get sidetracked while you're trying to ride. And this is what I said it a while ago, and I've seen videos on it. Sometimes people need to wait to do the content before they get out there on the bike and start, being content creators and trying to get used to the bike. The thing about it is, what people's not thinking about is that comes through in your videos. The lack of concentration in the storytelling, all of that comes through. You don't want that to be the basis of your, you don't want that inside of your storytelling. I'll try to cut these out. What it is you got to become a better editor, better storyteller, more interesting, all the while riding a bike. A lot of people cut that factor of it out. What motovlogging has became to now is ride real fast down the street, do like 170, 180, right? Do wheelies, ride with some friends. When everybody knows group rides, people wreck, bullshit happens, right? Everybody knows that. But that's became content. People want to see you ride with friends. People want to see you engage with other people, know your personality. What I've started to notice, that's not really content. I get bored. I hate to say it, man. I'm not knocking them dudes for doing what they do and getting them where they are. But that's boring, bro. That's redundant and boring. You literally do the same video every day. Now, I might just be old. You know what I'm saying? I might be old school. When I started watching it, back in my day. But no, for real, when I started watching it, people talked about stuff. It normally was, they was going to the store and they'll talk about a restaurant they ate at. They'll talk about what happened in their day, their job, school. A lot of them was college kids. How school was going, life, daily life, what they've been going through in their life. Now you don't know shit about these motherfuckers. All you know is if he can do a wheelie, and if he can do 180 in between, risk his life pretty much. Watching Daredevil videos, no knock to him, because I will not do it, and I ain't got the balls. I'm a bitch when it comes to that. But I'm gonna keep it real with you. It becomes redundant after a while. It's became more of microwave content. Get the nice bike, get the nice gear, do 100,000 miles per hour, do a wheelie. If you can do those things, we'll pay attention to you. Now, not saying the kids don't like that, but I'm telling you, there's other forms of content you can do on a bike, in which that's what I'm trying to perfect. I haven't. That's all I'm speaking to. I'm just speaking to the fact that you can do other content. You can do other things on a bike. You just gotta find the things you want to talk about, be interesting, speak well. You know what I'm saying? I do have another side where I could talk crazy and act a damn fool, you know what I'm saying? But when it comes to content you want to talk, you need to find something to talk about. And I believe riding your bike with a different purpose than what may be out there, it's bold. Because I can easily do 100 and I don't know, I can't do 180, 190 or nothing. I ain't got no tune, nothing. I could say I could do 140, 150 maybe on this. I don't know. But that's it. And then get off and be like, see y'all later, see y'all next week or whatever. I don't want to do that, man. I want people that's gonna watch me, right, to watch me for the stupid shit I'm gonna say, and that at the same time you can watch the other videos. I'm not saying those other videos ain't interesting. I watch them, but I'm saying if I'm gonna do content, you know what I'm saying, if I'm gonna figure out what type of content I'm gonna do, I want to do something where talking about a subject that may be interesting to whatever audience. It broadens your audience, is what I'm saying. It broadens your audience. It makes different people maybe want to pay attention to you that probably wouldn't. Talk about Donald Trump. I talked about R. Kelly. I talked about Diddy. I could talk about R. Kelly, but it's already over with. That's not in the news no more. What I'm trying to say is my channel stemming around maybe, when people do podcasts, I could do a podcast form motorcycle vlog, right? That takes practice, time, and so what people may fall into is they get out here, they'll get their bike, and then I'm gonna start posting, and there's no quality. There's no direction. They might have quality, but they don't have really no direction. They're just kind of going off what they see. I'm going off of a feeling that I had for years, and that's get on here, talk about what you got going on, and I may start doing that. But for the most part, that's the type of content that I want to make, and then people fall into some rut. That's the whole problem. People fall into a rut. Oh, I don't feel like riding today. Oh, it's hot. Oh, and it's gonna rain. If you find a subject that you want to talk about, get on your bike, go ride around and talk about it. Post it. Whether it gets 5,000 views, 25,000 views, 500 views, 5 views, put it out. Leave a footprint for people that may want to go back and see what the hell you're talking about, or who the hell you are. That's what I'm doing. Leave a footprint. Leave some type of content sitting there on the shelf for people to go, oh damn, he's been doing videos for how long? Oh man, he might, because you got to really think. People, it's a busy world out there, man. You ain't the only one. You ain't the only motovlogger. You know what I'm saying? My advice is post your content, whatever it is. Try to be different within that and never stop. If that's what you want. If you want, to be a content creator and you want people to pay attention to you. Post, don't stop. Try to be interesting. And if they catch on, they catch on. If they don't, they don't. It is what it is, man. I got music out there in the world that's just out there. I got other YouTube channels that's just out there in the world. You know what I'm saying? Just keep posting stuff. I've been posting YouTube channels since pretty much the beginning of YouTube. Just keep posting, man. If you ain't hit and you ain't monetized and all of that stuff, it don't matter, man. Do it for the love of the game. Do it for the love of the game. And that's my video for today, y'all. Do it for the love of the game. If you want to be a content creator or motovlogger specifically, you may not make it. You may not make it for the first year, 2 years. Nobody might be watching your videos. 25 views, 5 views, 100 views, 200 views, going up and down like this. You gotta keep doing it for the love of the game. Remember why you got the bike. Remember why you bought this expensive camera. Remember why you got all of the stuff. And just keep going. And then, whether if you make it or if you don't, it don't matter. It's not the end of the world. So, I'm gonna end that here. And I'm gonna talk about another subject. So, cut.